It's a summer job. I was standing in the hallway watching Matt run the supply lines for the new toilet we were putting in, and I felt a tap on my shoulder. The owner of the house, an old man with a walker, asked me if I was strong. I told him I was, and asked him if he needed help with anything. He looked down at his shorts and asked me to button them. After I did, he told me he couldn't have done that in a million years. One of the first times I went out on an installation with him, Matt told me to take the knobs off some valves so he could fit the cabinet over them without drilling the holes too big. He then left to smoke a cigarette. He came back in and asked me what the hell I was doing. He pointed at the bolts I was twisting and told me if I had gotten those off, I might have flooded the whole floor. Then he handed me a screwdriver. I put down the wrench I was using and had the knobs off real quick. I work this job every summer, and it's pretty monotonous. There are only so many things that we can do to remodel a bathroom, but goddamn it, we do them. After I've been working for 10 or 12 hours, all I really want to do is go home and sit in my own shower and drink a beer while the steam fogs up the mirrors, but I can't even start sweeping until we're all done. This is when I fantasize about swinging a hammer into the back of the customer who can't stop asking questions' head. If we're really lucky, there will be attractive women in the house for us to look at while we work. I delight in this. We show up to the house around 8 in the morning, and our work is noisy, so it's damn near impossible to sleep through. Sometimes, sleepy-eyed teenage girls will emerge from their rooms in skimpy pajamas or underwear and see us working. They kind of freeze in their doorways. When this happens, I like to be holding something heavy, like a sledgehammer or a toilet tank. Then I glance over like I'm just noticing her, smile, and say hi. They'll usually mumble something before heading downstairs, and then me and the installer will make quiet comments about how hot she is. Most of the guys have a story about being hit on by some lonely housewife, but they're always on jobs by themselves. Once while we were working, the homeowner sat in his den and watched porn all day at full volume. I could hear it every time I made the trip back and forth along the path of drop cloths I had laid. At first it was funny, but after a few hours, it just got strange. At the end of the day, I had to make myself look busy when he tried to shake my hand. On a job in Southeast D.C., an old black woman was playing an online slot machine, again at full volume. All day, a few times a minute, we would hear cha-ching, cha-ching. Matt nudged me and told me that this was real money she was betting. We got a break from the noise when she stepped out to buy lottery tickets. At the end of the day, some people will tell me what a nice young man I am. Geezers will tell me how useful it is to know how to use tools and fix things, and I'll agree. It's good to have a trade, they'll say. Are you planning on being a plumber? You could have a career in this. And I tell them that I could, but I really, really hope I don't.